Step-by-step process to do the probate process when you pass away without a will. The first step is they pass away. They don't have a will, so all you do is grab the death certificate and the petition for the letters of administration. You take those two documents to the probate courts in the county where that person lived, and the probate courts will open up the probate process and give you the letters of administration, which gives you the authority to manage the assets inside the estate. At that point, you have to do three things in parallel. The first one is going to be get an EIN number for the estate from the IRS, open up an estate bank account, and then transfer all their money into the estate bank account so everything's in one location. The second thing you need to do is take over any payments they have, like mortgage, insurance, utilities, HOA, wherever it might be. You grab the death certificate and the letters of administration and go to those institutions, and that will prove that that person has passed away and that you have the authority to manage the assets inside the estate. You take over the payments using the money inside the estate bank account. Third thing in parallel is going to be publicly notifying creditors that that person has passed away. Those creditors will come to you, say, hey, this individual owes us money for these debts that they had. You will use assets inside the estate to pay those debts off. And then when that's done, you can start distributing the assets out to the beneficiaries per the instructions of the intestate laws. So as an example, in Georgia, your assets will get split evenly between the spouse and the kids, with the spouse getting a minimum of 1/3. If there is no spouse, it goes evenly between the kids. If one of the kids has already passed away, then it goes down to their children. And so once the distributions have been made, you put together the final accounting, which will include things like the expenses, which would be the mortgage, the debts that were paid off and how much, the assets that were in the estate and the value of those assets, the distributions that were made out to the beneficiaries and who they were made to. And then you also put together the petition to discharge you as the administrator of the estate, and you file those two documents at the probate courts, and they will review everything. If they approve of everything, they will close out the probate process.